Commissioner present. We have a quorum. Commissioner Lee Gross will lead us in the flag salute.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I move that we approve the minutes of March 25th, 2013.
Motion has been made and seconded. Are there any additions, deletions, corrections? I'll call for the question. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Minutes are approved. We have no public comment. We will start out with proclamation.
Motion first. So I move we add the proclamation to the
Move to approve the proclamation.
proclamation. Yes.
Second.
Motion is made and seconded.
Okay. The proclamation for the Board of County Commissioners, Lewis County, Washington, National County Government Month, April 2013. Whereas the nation's 3,069 counties provide a variety of essential public services to communities serving more than 300 million Americans. And whereas National Association of Counties, Lewis County, and all other counties in the USA take pride in their responsibility to protect and enhance the health, welfare, and safety of its residents in sensible and cost-effective ways. And whereas county governments are often the entity providing both direct and indirect services to enhance the lives of residents and are responsible for maintaining public safety and the efficient use of local tax dollars. And whereas Lewis County, Washington State's oldest county with over 75,000 residents, will hold a county-wide open house celebration on April 23rd, 2013 in the foyers of the 1927 Lewis County Historic Courthouse. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Lewis County Board of County Commissioners do hereby proclaim April 2013 as National County Government Month and encourage all county officials, employees, schools, and residents to participate in county government and celebration activities. Done in open session this first day of April 2013. And that's not an April Fool joke either. No.
Comment. We have become much more involved in county government statewide and nationally than we have been. In the last 6 years, I know we've become much more involved in the county government previously. And as such, we are more directly contacted, if you will, by federal and state agencies regarding changes in laws and regulatory legislation that's going down. Last week there was a meeting in our boardroom with Congressman Butler regarding the road situation in the National Forest. I'm not sure those meetings would take place had we not been more involved in the whole process over the last 6 years. So it's an important part of our job, I think, as commissioners, to become involved in those things and be a part of the activities that are going on there. So folks support this proclamation.
Any other comments or discussion?
I just would like to add that on April 23rd, between 2:30 and 4:30 will be the time this courthouse will be buzzing with activity, and we are doing a lot of outreach to have people come in and see where their tax dollars are spent and ask questions and see what services we provide.
With no further discussion, I'll call for the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
I move that we approve the notice of the hearing regarding the adoption of ordinance 1244, moving a county code regarding open space from Title 17 to Title 3. Hearing will be held on or after 10 o'clock a.m. on April 15th, 2013. This is resolution number 13-103.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded.
Good morning.
Good morning, Diane.
Diane Dory, Lewis County Assessor for the record. Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the board. I'm here to talk about Ordinance 1244, moving the open space farm and ag or conservation portion into the revenue and finance chapter and to align with state standards for time as farm conservation land. In the past, we have allowed people to go into open space farm and ag conservation, and it became a black hole. And so what we're trying to do by this is to allow people to go in for a period of 10 years, which is standard throughout the state, and then allow them to come out and go back into farm, commercial farming activity within 10 years.
So this is a notice of a hearing. This isn't the hearing itself. So
Correct.
this is just a notice to the public that we will be holding a hearing regarding this change and encouraging the public to become informed on this and to know what this hearing is going to be about. And if there are objections or questions about it, please come forward at that time and give us comments. Or if there's anybody out there who wants to make a comment now on this change, on a potential change, do so.
I just want to add that there is no change other than the 10-year time frame to the existing code in Chapter 17, or Title 17 is just moving it from 17 into 3.
He's moving it, but it's also putting the limit at 10 years, right?
That's correct.
And if you don't meet the requirements and you get taken out of this, you will back taxes, correct?
That is correct.
So there may not be much of a change, but it does make a dollar amount change.
It does make a
Those
dollar
years
amount.
are moved down.
Right. And while those people are getting a tax break, even if they didn't ever intend on coming back to farming again, other people are picking up the tab for the difference that they're not paying. So we want to make it fair for everyone.
So, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any further discussion on the notice agenda? Call for the question. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Notice agenda is approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the consent agenda items 3 through 7, resolutions 13-104 through 13-108.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded.
Approval of warrants. Today we're approving warrant 295 regular warrants and 2 special purpose district warrants for a total payment of $686,335.48.
Lee Napier, Director of Community Development, speaking on agenda item number 4, resolution 13-105. So before the board today is a request for a 1-year extension, and this request comes from Jeff Pannier of Hatton Godard Pantier, and pursuant to Lewis County Code Chapter 1605-140, the preliminary plat of Hollow Springs Phase 3 is eligible for a 1-year extension. This plat, Phase 3, received approval June 5th of 2006. The code actually indicates that the approval period would be 5 years. However, our legislators, pursuant to Senate House Bill 6544, extended that deadline from 5 to 7 years. This plat is entitled to that. And even considering that, the expiration period would be June 5th of 2013 this year. So Mr. Pannier has requested that we extend this for 1 year. And a little bit about the plat. The plat of Hollow Springs Phase 3 consists of a subdivision. It is southeast of the city of Chehalis on Rush Road. It is within the city's urban growth area, and it is required to meet the city of Chehalis design standards for access, utilities, curbs, gutters, sidewalks, hydrants, lighting, and landscaping. So when this phase is submitted, when Phase 3 is submitted for final approval, Dennis Osborne, representing the city of Chehalis, will be here. We had discussed this with him in advance, and he had asked us to present the plat extension, and then he'll come back in for the plat approval. So we're just requesting that you pass the resolution and grant the 1-year extension. Any questions of me?
Thank you, Lee.
Thank you.
Commissioners, Tim Elsey, Public Works Director, speaking on item number 4 on the consent agenda, ratifying an interlocal agreement in response to the City of Mossy Rock's request for road work on Court Street. And this is resolution number 13-106. The City of Mossy Rock secured $62,400 in Transportation Improvement Board funding to improve Court Street. The city lacks manpower and equipment to complete this work and has requested Lewis County add this work to our 2013 countywide 3R program. Typically, increasing quantities of already planned Lewis County work will lower unit bid prices for both agencies. Pursuant to authority of RCW 3934-080 and in conjunction with RCW 4309-210, this resolution will enter the City of Mossy Rock and Lewis County into an interlocal agreement that allows work to be performed for the City of Mossy Rock in conjunction with the county's 2013 countywide 3R program. Now, as you will probably remember, last year we had to go out for bid for work before we could perform the work for the City of Mossy Rock because the work was in excess of $10,000. This year we contacted the TIB and they said that the bids that we received from last year would suffice as fulfilling that requirement, so we don't have to do that this year. Also, as you will remember, this work does not go against the county's county forces limit.
Could you explain what TIB stands for?
Transportation Improvement Board. Speaking to item number 6, resolution number 13-107, ratifying a contract for an on-call consultant for Ceres Hill Road, bridge number 102, breach analysis and mitigation. Pursuant to on-call roster resolution 11-025, the requirements, the 21 firms on the consultant roster listed for hydrology, hydraulic and geomorphology analysis category were contacted on November 29, 2012. 2 additional firms, Aqua Tierra Land and Water Service Inc. and Northwest Hydraulic Consultants, were also provided copies of the request for proposal as they requested. Of the 23 firms contacted, only HDJ Design Group, teaming with West Consultants Inc. and Geodesign Incorporated, and Northwest Hydraulic Consultants submitted proposals. Individual scoring of proposals was conducted, and it was the recommendation of the selection committee that a contract be negotiated with Northwest Hydraulics Consultants Incorporated. As per resolution 11-437, department directors have authority to execute contracts under $150,000 with ratification by the Board of County Commissioners. A contract was negotiated and executed with Northwest Hydraulic Consultants Incorporated on February 15, 2013. This contract provides for a reach analysis, 30% design options for permanent bank stability projects upstream of the Ceres Hill Bridge pier protection, 100% design plans, and mitigation design for emergency work completed in 2012. Total consultant costs not to exceed $94,953 with completion by December 31st, 2013. This resolution will ratify the agreement that has been made. As you're aware, last year we performed some emergency work at the Ceres Hill Bridge.
That's a dollar amount of that work.
It was about $250,000, if I remember correctly. In conjunction with the expedited permitting process, we agreed to perform a reach analysis of the reach upstream and downstream of that bridge so that we could stabilize the entire reach, or at least look at stabilizing the entire reach. Part of the problem that we have is during the 2007 flood, a lot of sediment was inserted into the river upstream of this bridge, and that slug of sediment is slowly working its way down through the reach down, and it will eventually move further and further downstream so we have high water events. That is ensuring that the natural migration of streams is being expedited, and that's not a good thing on a general basis. So the river normally meanders, and in this area has been meandering at an accelerated rate. With last year we were seeing meandering of up to 10 feet in a single event. We went in and did some emergency repairs to save the roadway, and this is going to be the analysis that we promised to do as a part of the expedited permitting process and we'll also look at the bare bones fix that we provided there just upstream of the Series Hill Bridge.
So the overall agreement kind of boils down to, we promised to do this when we did emergency, took emergency action out there, but we still need it done before we go in and finish work.
That's correct.
Because it's still migrating, and this won't be done in time for the 2013 flood season, will it?
No, it will not, although we do expect to protect the piers on the south or east side of the bridge.
Any other questions?
I just want to ask Tim, how many agencies were there when we visited the site and had a brainstorming session? Just to let people know this is certainly an easy thing to accomplish.
It was Department of Natural Resources, the Army Corps of Engineers, National Marine Fisheries, and Washington Department of Wildlife, Fish and Wildlife, WFW. So we had 4 agencies there at the time.
There's a lot of interest groups in there too.
Yes, as well as residents that will be affected by the work that has been done or hasn't been done. Speaking to item number 7, resolution number 13-108, approving a quitclaim deed by and between Lewis County and Ray A. and Jacqueline L. Arnold Living Trust for property located off Ray Road near Toledo. Resolution 09-171, passed by the Board of County Commissioners on June 8, 2009, declared the intent of the board to sell the property in conformance with Lewis County Code 3.30, and instructed the Public Works Department to examine the property, make a recommendation as to whether the property will surplus to the county's needs, and if so, determine the minimum bid amount by appraisal, and then report the findings to the board. Resolution 13-015, passed by the Board of County Commissioners on January 14, 2013, called for sealed bids for the proposed sale of the surplus property located off Ray Road near Toledo to be opened on February 12, 2013. One bid was received in the amount of $10,100 by Ray A. Arnold of 140 Ray Road, Toledo, Washington, and that was $100 above the minimum bid that we set on that proposal. All conditions have now been met, and the $10,100 has been paid to Lewis County in the form of a cashier's check. The attached resolution would approve the transfer of property located off Ray Road near Toledo by quitclaim deed from Lewis County to Ray A. and Jacqueline L. Arnold Living Trust.
Any questions, discussion? Thank you, Tim. Then I'll call for the question on the consent agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Consent agenda is approved.
Seeing no further business on our agenda, I move that we adjourn.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?